have a system, practice with it. Good morning. It was probably about 50 degrees or something last night. Not very cold. But I was using the Ranger sleeping bag, the poncho and poncho liner combo, in conjunction with a sleeping bag liner. Pretty warm. I'm kind of stealth camping, so I've got to hurry up and get out of here real quick. So the sleeping bag liner was a Sea to Summit reactor. Been using it off and on, and it's pretty comfortable. It kind of eliminates the clammy feeling between you and your sleeping bag. Plus it ups the R value of the system that you're using at a pretty small light package. So a lot of firepower. Yeah, there's a saying, travel light, freeze at night, and not sure where that originated, but for many years in the military it was it was a thing that they would use this poncho liner combo as their sleeping bag. If you have any experience with the military, you know that everything is heavy. So sleep systems are heavy, and so compared to the sleeping bags of the day, this poncho and poncho liner combo was not heavy in comparison. But when you compare this to some of the higher tech sleeping bags on today's market, this thing is incredibly heavy. So this is your poncho liner poncho sleeping bag, while this is a marmot bag, 1 pound, about 5 pounds. You see the difference? Everything evolves, including gear, your load plan, as your priorities change. What's important Still, you have to strive for balance if you're gonna check out and intend to stay wherever you're going. Case in point, this sleeping mat here. This is the Exped Sin Mat UL for ultralight 7. I used to have, well, I still have the Sin Mat 7, which is still a super sleeping pad, but it's heavy. This one is not so heavy, and it's small. R value is pretty decent because I can't sleep on a foam pad on its own. There's just no way. Sleep is important. Good sleep is important because fatigue is cumulative. If you can't sleep due to the cold or due to the rough terrain that you're in, your performance the next day and further on is going to be degraded, to say the least. So, sleep, quality sleep is essential for survival. So this is it. Exped Sin Mat UL7. That's all it is. And it's a little bit sturdier material. Don't want any punctures out in the field either, that would suck. Comes with a repair kit, and it's pretty small, fairly light. It says R value is 3.1, and it's about 21 ounces, 20.9 ounces. So I do not use my air mattresses without protection from the ground. So I still break out my foam pad to protect from punctures. USGI sleeping mat. The whole purpose of this trip was to do a comparison video of some gear. So when I get to my spot, and this is on Thanksgiving, when people should be at Grandma's house, the parking lot was full. There was nowhere to park to begin my trip. So phased but undaunted, I moved on. I went to another spot. So I didn't really know enough about this new spot. I wasn't prepared for it, so I didn't even bring a map. And the road to it was beyond my vehicle's capabilities. So that was 2 strikes. I really didn't want to get stuck out there, so I came back to the original spot, which is now in the middle of the afternoon, and there was parking now, so I stopped and went for it, grabbed all my stuff, and booked it. So came out here it was late in the day. It was definitely, I think I started about 1:30 in the hottest part of the day. I was hoping for inclement weather, but not here in sunny California. Thanksgiving Day, I believe it was 70, 71, something like that. I had to go down to base layer. Base layer in shorts, man. It was crazy. And so I got to where I wanted to go, and by the time I started getting into the elevation, I was already chasing the sun, so I had to stop real quick and set up camp. It was already dark, and had a night. So we'll see what's happening with. But I heard some rattles. No, it's the propane. So once we get some breakfast on here, we'll see if we can get that video going. And wow, in the time it took me to play back that clip, the water was boiling and already percolating the grub here. Haven't had this before. Breakfast skillet, Mountain House. A lot better than MREs, let me tell you. But so while I'm waiting for my food to cook, I thought I'd talk to you guys about this. It's not that big a deal, really. I've had it for years, but the military has a canteen cup goes in with the standard plastic canteen, 1-quart canteen. All right, canteen cup, but few don't know that it used to come with a camp stove. I guess the deal was you put your chemical tablet, your heat tablet here, and you just set your cup on it the opposite way, and you can cook. It's got vent holes, and fairly simple. Probably in your local PX or clothing sales and or surplus store, and didn't even know they made it. What does it say? Skillcraft. They make pens and canteen stoves. Alright, so, yep. Check it out. I haven't used it in stove mode yet, but you can, if you had to, you could probably improvise, some kind of fire. Put this over fire if you needed to. Build a fire in there. I guess you could use your alcohol stove if it's small enough to go in there. So, pretty cool. Little system there. Check it out if you get a chance. Alright, time to eat. Okay, so this is the Swag Shack by survivalsolutions.com. It's your typical Basha setup. It's got 3 canvas loops down here, one in the middle, alright, and one on the other end so that you can run your ridge line. It's got 4 grommets running down each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's about it. So I'm not a fan of tarp camping, but it is my survival solution. So it goes with me on day hikes, just in case. And so the goal that I want to figure out is how to set this up so that it has its own floor, and so that it's not leaning on me if I have to get in there and use it. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to try several configurations to figure out which is the best one. And then I'll come back at you with what I chose. I really don't believe tarps are the way to go. There are a lot of proponents of tarps. I'm not one of them, and I seem to keep proving myself correct. This is not being set up in my backyard like I have, but it's not on a pristine foresty day where the wind is being blocked. This is a real day, pretty much out in the desert, which is what this is. It's windy, and it shows that you have to pick your ground. If you can see here, the terrain, it's very gopher-ridden, which means lots of holes in the ground. It's very soft, and so the ground is not holding the stakes at all. They're just pulling right up, and you should have seen the hilarity. I'm not going to embarrass myself, but it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I mean, these should be used for extreme emergencies only. But then, when that happens, you better know what to do with it. So, good for me, bad for you because I don't get to show you the results, but hopefully one day soon I'll get back out here and show you what I learned on this one. Looks like business as usual on this Black Friday. Hopefully everyone's at the store, not on the road. But then again, everyone can be on the road headed to the store. So, I wanted to come out here to put some of my stuff through its paces. That was the whole point of this. It's great to look at your gear and buy a whole bunch of stuff, but if you don't use it, what good is it going to be in an emergency? So, came out here to do just that. I was hoping for some inclement weather, but there wasn't any. So I'm overloaded with the Baltoro 70 here. Just probably about 65 pounds worth of crap. And didn't get to use any of it because it wasn't cold enough or wet enough. So, but sometimes you got to get out there and use the stuff that you buy. Validate your system without. I think a lot of people watch YouTube for validation of their own system, and then when they don't like someone's opinion or even the facts as they see it as demonstrated, it makes a lot of people angry. So I encourage you to use your stuff, validate your systems, get out there and validate it. And that's where I spent the night last night. Legally? Probably not. Hey, so I got an idea. I want you guys to submit the dirtiest marching cadences that have since been eliminated from the military repertoire, thanks to political correctness. I'll start off. The prettiest girl I ever saw was sipping bourbon through a straw. The prettiest girl I ever saw Was sipping bourbon through a straw.